long as Rob Pelinka's there, the Lakers will fail.
Bro, you just
Caleb
love hating
said,
on general managers.
as long as Genie Bus is there, Rob Pelinka's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Said
but
this Shams Salami, beef salami, whatever. We're not trusting him.
second.
Black
And they're
History Month
trying.
too.
They're talking.
about black
yeah,
people.
that's right. Yeah. I take that back. I take that.
Attack. I'm from the era where I'm finna get this.
Okay,
I'm gonna put this bow in your chest. I might hit you in the nose. I might hit you in your face. I
Well,
don't
we can't
care.
do that. We know we can't do that.
You know,
hey,
no
let me finish.
LaMelo
I ain't
Ball
interrupt
slander
nobody.
will be
I ain't
tolerated
interrupt
on this
I
podcast.
might score through that corner.
Okay.
Whoa.
I ain't interrupt no. A copy.
I still don't know how I feel about that Shams dude.
What you mean, cuz? Unk don't like
I don't
change,
know.
bro.
I don't know, bro. You know,
Unk don't like
He-
change,
he
bro.
I'm used to the Woj bomb. That this
I mean,
this
he was
this
Woj's
Sham
father.
Sharami. First of all, I don't even know if I like his name. This damn Sham Salami.
Hey, this is all being recorded.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about-
I don't know if I like that Sham Salami.
You got
Come on, bro.
something against brown people?
Nah, you can't even say that because one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Denver, who's in our group chat and on our fantasy, is from India, not like Indian American. Nigga was born in India, so you
So,
can't
like,
even
so see,
try
I
to
don't know if y'all
press
can
me
see,
on
but,
that.
like,
Are you nuts?
wait, don't. Well. Look what it takes to get us here. Hey, Caleb, you sleep, bro?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, because someone told me off camera in pre-production workouts or whatever you want to call it, I didn't ask nobody how they was doing. How is everybody doing before I get into why we here?
Magnificent. You know,
Uh-huh.
spectacular.
Oh,
Is everybody grounded and you know, we're not trusting burner accounts and hacks, no accusations and stuff no
nah.
more, right?
Yo, man, I think Sham Salami got hacked. Still,
The man's name is Sham Sharama.
Oh, shit.
How you
Sham-
say
Look
it?
at Lord, look at
He
you.
got me saying it all messed up.
what? What? Sham Salami? What you saying?
Bro, hey, listen. Before we go off the
Nigga
rails,
said
before we even
sham
start,
shawarma.
Hey, if it's shawarma, baby, hey, I remember that. Them things is delicious.
why do you? There's something you want to say, Caleb? Trauma. What region of the world is that native to? Oh, okay.
I'm not
Before
farmer
we go
for
off the
today.
rails and get canceled by
Host, keep us on the rails.
we know why we're here. All right. 20 plus hours later from the earth-shattering news of Luka for AD. All right. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and put the details on the screen for y'all folks. All right. I'm gonna just throw this on there real quick. All right. I'm just gonna throw this on there for everybody so everyone can see that. Everyone can see that nice and clear.
Yep.
All right. So per Shams, as Shams has been reporting, and Unk was giving Shams a hard time behind the scenes, Shams Salami, talking about, I want Woj. But anyway, we're going to leave it at that. The Lakers have traded away Anthony Davis, all right, Max Christie, and their first round pick in 2029 for Luka Doncic. I mean, Luka Doncic, let me just keep going, Maxi Kleber,
That's
and
crazy.
Markieff Morris. The Jazz have always also in this trade, but we don't care about the Jazz, and I'm not going to talk about them. Let's get to the lion's share while we're here.
Hey, man,
All right?
you can't do that to our fans over there in Utah.
Oh, okay. Tell the Jazz fans to tell me who they got, that dude's name, without looking, and then I'll talk about him. Okay. Anyway, so, bro, let's just dive into it. First of all, obviously, Unc, I know what me and you was doing. When this broke, we was just on the game, just talking. Wasn't even playing or nothing. But what was y'all's initial reaction? Which I think we all had the same one. And then as it's like subset it in, like, oh, this is real. Like, what was your
So
first reactions there?
yeah, so I'll go first, right? So like you said, we was on the game. Somebody got banned for quitting out. We ain't gonna say who that was.
Run
Uh,
count your days.
but
That's another anyway.
yeah. So we on the game, whatever. Because some people got banned, and then you started. Well, you was like, no way, no way, no, 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 no. And I said, what the hell? Listen, I'm old, man. I don't got no Twitter. X, whatever the hell they call that. I don't know. I don't got none of that. So I don't be getting none of those things. So you was like, oh, they traded Luka. They traded Luka. I'm like, ain't no way. I said, Sean Salami got hacked. There's no way. No, 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 it's coming from Sham. It's coming from Sham. Hey, like, listen, he got hacked. I'm telling you. Then you said, oh, no, it's on ESPN. So I go flip real quick. I go to ESPN. I go on the ESPN app. I don't see nothing. I go NBA TV. I said, man, listen, ain't no way that's happening, man. It's about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah,
man. I'm about
for
to go
real.
sleep. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about. And then it dropped. Then you say, no, 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 for real. Then you started sending me stuff from credible sites and ESPN. And it was crazy,
Right.
man. It's insane. And, we have a lot of theories about what's going on. Luka may or may not have done, we don't know, But it seems like they tried to get him out in the middle of the night. Like, just get him out of here,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully there's no pending cases and nothing like that going out there. But anyway, back to the actual trade. Now that it's been, my initial thought was, first of all, it's fake. It's fake news. Then as it started to set in, everybody's saying it, and then I hated it. I was like, what's Dallas doing? I don't understand. What, like, you give up a superstar, and yes, you get one back, but it's an aging superstar that has a history of like injuries and stuff like that. But as I sit with it and I look at the trade and I look at the team and I look at the roster, I actually think the Mavericks got the good end of this thing, because yes, you have an older star player, but if you're Dallas and you say, okay, at the end of the season, we have to decide if we're gonna give this guy 350 million, right? His deal was gonna be 350.
Yeah.
So he's injured a lot. He everybody knows that he's really never in shape. He comes into the season, work his way into shape. He's not a great defender, but he's an all-world offensive player. Then you look at what they get back and you say, okay, if we're in win now mode, we feel like we're in a position where, remember last year, they was already in the finals. So we're one or two pieces away, but sometimes you might be adding by subtracting. You know what I'm saying? So you subtract this guy that's ball dominant, and you bring in a guy that's a plug and play guy. AD is one of those players where you could put him on any team and you could roll the ball out there and he's gonna fit in because he's so versatile on the offensive, and we already know what he's gonna do defensively.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really believe that the Mavericks got better. And on the flip side of that, Lakers, I'm not really sure. Besides the fact that you are getting a superstar that you're going to have potentially for the rest of his career, 10, 15 years. I don't know. Luka might not want to be in the Lakers. We don't know. It's still early. Besides that, every year, Bron comes out and say, we should be active in free agency, or we should be active at the trade deadline because, and I never understood that, because teams to me that are like on the borderline, like we feel like, okay, we're one or two players away, or we're right there and we can win the championships. Those are the teams that are active in free agency, and I think that those trades and things work. But to me, the way you get your team better is in the off season. So you had all off season, you don't make really any moves. The season starts, and then you want to make moves and try to trade your team around in the middle of the season. So I never found that conducive to like winning, unless you are like right on the edge of like, yo, we need one piece, and then that's gonna
Yeah.
get us over the top. So I think, and then on top of that, the Lakers didn't get much. Like, yes, they got Luka, but like for me, I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna give you AD and you gonna win now, and you in the Western Conference, I got to get something. I got to get some. I got to get more.
I mean,
I
hey, the
feel like I
argument, the
feel like
argument is he's 6 years younger than AD. That's the argument
yeah,
where his
true. But
value,
I mean,
you
you
know.
call me. It's like, yo, you called me, right? And you say, yo, Unc, I got a brand new Mercedes for you, but I'm gonna give it to you for 6,000. I'm like, damn, that's a good deal. 6,000. Does it got an engine in it? What the hell's going on? But the deal is so damn good. You know what I'm saying? When the deal is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sweet, you like, hold on, something might be wrong. I don't really know
Hmm.
how I feel about it. But I think that they made this move in such haste, and they didn't want it to leak or anything to come out, and they wanted to push through, that they just did this thing in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But I did. I said all that to say, in my overall comparison, I think Dallas got a better end of the deal. Now you have to win though, right?
Hmm.
Because if you make this move and let's say, God forbid, AD gets hurt the rest of the year, that don't work, you don't get back to the finals, then people are gonna look at like what you did. But if you actually make it back to the finals and maybe or even the Western Conference Finals, because OKC I think it's really good, and they're gonna have a problem if Chet comes back, and then they're gonna have to go through that. But Chet cannot hold AD.
Yep.
AD is gonna be allowed to move. He's been crying and complaining about him being in the five. Now he can actually be in the four because they got two centers down there, so he can actually be on the perimeter where he really want to be. He got the hash, and he can really like flow. So I think Dallas got the better end of the deal. Lakers, I don't know where they go from here. I think the Lakers gonna need some moves. I don't know, like LeBron's gonna be happy, because this is to me saying the Lakers front office saying, Bron, you've been here 6-7 years. We've done everything you asked for. Okay, we don't know how long you're gonna be there. We got to look towards our future. Forget about what you want now. From now on, we got to do what's best for us moving forward post LeBron James, and that's what I think. The Lakers front office is kind of taking back the power and saying, "Hey, LeBron, like, yeah, we probably not gonna win, this year, and we're gonna try to build our team for the future." So, all in all, I think Dallas made out like a bandit, as I'm sitting here with it.
And I will say this. I'll let. I guess Kay, you look at you about to go. So Kay, you can go next. But I was going to say just little bits of information just to add into this, which everybody knows now. If you're like a true NBA head, you've been refreshing every minute, whatever. Obviously, Nico had his press conference with Jason Kidd. A lot of speculation about Jason Kidd's demeanor in that meeting. Looks like Jason Kidd did not know that this
It
was in the
looked like he
works,
didn't.
right?
Yeah, looked like he didn't
This was
know
not in the
either,
works, and so
which is
he was
which
told.
is crazy, right?
Right. I do think that again, a lot of one of the little tidbits of information behind the scenes. Again, Rob Pelinka and Nico's relationship, going back to him being Kobe's agent and their days working
Hmm.
together. I think that played a big factor with the midnight, behind closed doors deal going on. I do think obviously we get reports about Luka's weight, like we're getting an actual number to what that was, him coming in, the fact that he's missed more games than he's played this season. And there was something else I wanted to say. I can't remember right now, but Kay, go ahead. I was just throwing some stuff in there, little bits of information that we've gotten over the
Yeah.
course of the day. But Caleb, go ahead with your initial reaction. I guess you had gotten off with it because if y'all haven't figured out, Caleb's one who be quitting games in 2K and gets banned all the time. So I don't know if he
Listen,
was still up, but
listen. Ronnie, fix your game. That's all I have to say about 2K. Now, and to you too, Wang. I'm not even gonna
oh,
dignify
oh,
you with a full name. Wang, fix your game. Okay. Um, my initial reaction was like everyone else. I'm thinking Shams got hacked because there's no way. Like this is a trade that you pull off when you're building a team in 2K and you're the GM.
Bro,
Like this,
even if you
it did,
tried
and
that
I
in
saw it.
2K,
It didn't
you
work. It didn't work. So this
that's
is
how
only
crazy it
something.
is.
This is something out of someone's wildest fantasies. Okay, um, it was just insane. Like it was. This is the trade of the decade. I'm calling it now. Um,
That's for of the
that might
century,
be
if you
the
ask me.
that might be the
I ain't
best
never,
trade in
I ain't
25
never seen
years.
nothing like it. Like we've seen guys in free agency, at the end of the
Yeah,
season, their contracts up, like Braun and
right,
Carmelo and all the big stars have moved around. But that's not a trade, one for one. Like
yeah,
that's crazy.
right. And so, like, for me, it was just insane because you don't just trade away 28, 8 and 8 career. That's for his career. 28, 8 and 8, and in its prime, Like, you just don't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
It
how
don't
old's
matter.
Luka? How old's Luka? 25?
He
26?
about to be 20. He's 25.
He's
About to be
25.
26.
That's
He
great
turned
March.
26 this
he got
week,
at least
or,
another 10 years.
soon. Right. So
He don't even hit his
those-
peak for another 3 years. That's what's
so
crazy.
I don't know where you go from here. If you're the
Regarding
Lakers,
okay.
because I'm gonna talk about the Lakers first because you don't have a big. Like, you could have tried to work Gafford or Lively in the deal, something. You need.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like they got enough. Yes, they got Luka.
If I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm throwing what's his face? I'm throwing Jackson Hayes out there, like, because we know this guy's soft. He's sorry. Okay?
Bro.
He's a rim runner. He's nice for a little lob here and there, but he don't play defense and he don't do nothing else. He's a waste of space. Okay. So I don't know.
How you supposed to trade a guy if you're calling it a waste of space, bro? Like,
Listen,
he has no trade value,
listen,
bro.
listen,
But go ahead.
I don't know what you do. I don't know if you fleece. If I'm the Lakers, I don't know if you fleece one of these poverty franchises like of old, like what would have been the Knicks or somebody. There's always a dumb enough franchise out there, so you could do something.
Pelicans.
But
send them back.
they don't. I don't know what you would get for them though. So
They got that one center. That center that got I forget his name.
Not Vucevic, the European guy.
I'm talking about the black dude. I can't remember his name, but I see his face in my head because of fantasy. But anyway.
But anyway, I don't know, like, what direct. Like, I know you want to build for the future, but there's no guarantee that Luka even stays with you. So, and that's another thing. Like yeah, you're throwing all your chips on the table, but depending on how this goes, Rob Pelinka, you might be out of a job come next year or the year
That's
after.
crazy.
So,
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
So that's real. If he doesn't stay, then what? You're cooked for the next 10 years. You're gonna look like Kobe after 2010. You're gonna look like those Lakers. We don't ever want to see those Lakers.
See, that's a part of it, Kay. That's a good observation because I never even thought about that part of it. It's like, because usually when you have these trades, you get in talks with
the players
with the player and the agent and say, hey, would you sign if you so you get a good feel of like, oh, I'm getting this player. So is it going to be a rental type situation or is it something I can move forward? But now if he says, I'm just going to play this out and I'm out, then what do you do, Lakers?
Luka to Denver. I'm calling it now. Anyway, 2020. What?
Oh, that would be crazy.
2028.
My goodness.
Anyway, go ahead.
Now we talk about Dallas. Nico, I didn't even know your name. Nico, I don't know, brother. Someone got to talk to you. Someone, got to say something to you because, again, you don't just trade away 28, 8 and 8 in its prime. Like, nobody puts up those numbers. Nobody. Only greats put up those numbers, and he's done it since he's been in the league. He averaged 19, 7, and 6 as a rookie. You don't see those type of numbers every day. And as far as, I get the off-court stuff. I get the conditioning. That's important. But you traded him for a guy that, again, doesn't have the best injury history. He doesn't. Even when he was back in New Orleans, he was generational. As a generational guy in New Orleans, he didn't play. He played about half his games there. He played about half his game with the Lakers or so. So I don't know. And then another thing, if you watch that playoff run that they went to last year, Luka was the guy that got you over the hump. He's the one who got you there. Kyrie, he showed up sometimes, but especially in that finals, he sat in the corner doing this. He's ready for the ball, but never got the ball. He wasn't setting no screens. They was going at him on defense. That man was, I don't know. What is that? What's it called? They run that whoever offense on him. If you know, Chris Smooth. That's Chris Smooth reference. They run that whoever offense on him. Whoever got him, go at him.
Yeah.
It's cooked. Okay? So I don't know how you go from that, the guy that's keeping you in a final series and got you to the finals, how he's just out the door with not even an ounce of consideration. I don't know how you do that. Especially, and I know if I'm Mark Cuban, I'm sick because, this is a direct quote from him. He said, if it's between keeping Luka on the Mavs and my wife, call my lawyers. Okay? I'm getting ready for a divorce. So as a guy who drafted him, because I know he was very selective in that draft process. As a guy who drafted him, I know I'd be sick right now. I'd be sliding down
But
the
he
hall
had to have
crying.
the approval, right? He had to have approval because what's it? Because Cuban is still running the team.
So, but he's not. So he's actually
He's
not. So I
not.
looked at it.
He's
Actually,
not.
he's not actually running the
He
team.
sold his majority stake,
So he
holding
has
No, I
input,
know.
and his weight, his trust me, his input holds weight, but he doesn't
He does
actually
not have the final say.
run the team like you
He
say.
doesn't have
He
the
don't.
final
Ah,
say
okay.
anymore.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
on the he was on a podcast and he said he still had like 25%, but
Right, yeah.
he had something stipulation in the contract that he would be able to he was
Yeah.
still going to run the team. But okay, I didn't
Oh
know.
no, yeah, not run the
Nah,
team
he
now. Like
does.
his input holds a lot of weight though. But run the team,
But
majority ownership. But
it's a difference between that and having a final
yeah,
say like he used to. He doesn't have the final
Yeah.
say anymore.
but I'll say this, and then Ethan, before I let you go, obviously Ethan, I know you're going to bring up the AD stat that we saw today, but I just think it's like how we look at the same thing because Caleb, I'm gonna like directly contradict you when I talk about like
Okay.
the playoff run last year because I'm gonna bring up the year before that, But I just like how we see two sides of two. We see the same thing and see two sides of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, um,
That's
I was trying to remember that little tidbit I was trying to remember. But Ethan, go ahead about your reaction. Kind of moving forward. Caleb, I do find it kind of interesting that you say Rob is in. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So I've seen a lot of Lakers fans genuinely upset with this move, citing like Luka's defensive um, deficiencies coming. And again, not knowing if he's going to stay, there's no guarantee he's going to stay because you
right.
didn't
There's
have those
absolutely no
conversations.
guarantee.
I've seen some
No.
Lakers like, oh my goodness, we got a top five player. Cool. Granted, I don't know if they're watching the league. He hasn't played since Christmas of last year.
Yeah.
So like dude's been out. And then obviously on the Mavs side, I mean there's some people are like, oh, it's AD. The team is a great team altogether. Team wise, it's a top 3, 4 team in the West now. Uh Constructed really well, but no one's excited that Luka
No
left. Like
one. Yeah.
there's no like because he's for the culture. Like the Mavs fans, guys, people come there to see Luka like that. I don't care
Yeah.
about the team. I'm just here to see Luka. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, Ethan, go ahead, man. About your summary, how you feel when you first heard the news, and then what do you think the long term impact, short and long term impacts of both teams will be?
Um, as long as Rob Pelinka's there, the Lakers will fail.
Bro, you just
Caleb
love hating
said
on general managers, bro.
Caleb said that something about Rob being there next year. No, not being there next
Ethan,
year.
hey,
As
real
long
quick. Oh no, go ahead. Never mind. I
uh,
thought I thought it said the Warriors were
no, that's
heating
Jimmy
up for
Butler. That's
Jimmy.
what
Oh
I
no,
would.
I
Yeah.
was
No, they
about to
are heating
say.
up for him. They are
Is
heating
that
up
what
for
it
him. That's
says?
No,
true.
no,
Okay.
it
Yes, they
Okay.
doesn't.
are.
No, it says he's not willing
It.
to sign an extension. They ended
I was gonna
talks.
say yeah,
That's
they
what it
ended
says.
talks, Ethan. That's
Oh,
what it
they
said. They
ended.
ended talks.
They
Yeah, he's
ended
not willing to
talks.
sign
He's not
So I
willing
Oh,
to
guess that's
ended
for
sign.
talk.
you.
Oh, okay.
That's another team that will not be trading for Jimmy. But anyway, go ahead, Ethan.
Okay.
About the Lakers. He's
Anyways,
destroying his own trade value, but that's
as long as Jeannie Buss is there, Rob Pelinka's not going anywhere. Um,
bro. Ethan
uh,
loves this executive slander, bro.
because what is this move? Okay, I was playing Marvel Rivals last night. Um,
I gotta get
I
into
got
that.
a t
Pause.
I got
I
a
just
text.
downloaded it.
I got a text from one of the friends, or whatever, and they were like, "I can't believe what I'm seeing," and I was like, "What do you mean? The screenshot hadn't come through yet." Screenshot comes through, like we all thought Shams was hacked. Like is
Yeah.
and until I see a video of him or something, if it was Woj, we would have believed it because Woj is never wrong.
He a
Yeah, it's
Shams,
vet.
Woj. It's
Come on,
like
you a
Woj.
Unc,
vet.
And that's what I'm trying to tell
Unc
y'all.
said,
But
this Shams salami, beef salami, whatever. We not trusting him yet.
whoa, you
Yo.
took it way too
Bro,
far. Wait,
I trust.
I didn't say no, I didn't say nothing about no man salami, no beef salami.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, wait.
No,
This man talking
no,
Um,
about
not.
beef salami. I don't know nothing about no beef salami.
Listen,
um,
listen.
we don't trust Shams yet, whatever.
Well, he
I
he
trust
earned his stripes
Shams.
yesterday, bro.
I trust
He earned
Shams.
Sure,
he earned his
sure.
stripes this deadline.
He responded. I thought it was a Skip Bayless incident all over again.
Okay.
I thought it was the account was hacked. Um,
But well,
so
Skip
it
Bayless
kept
wasn't all the way
going.
hacked. That boy 1.5 million for the key. Go ahead.
My
It kept
lord.
going, right? And they confirmed it, and I I was planning on going to bed, right? I'd probably stayed up for like another 2 hours because I just couldn't wrap my head around
Me
like
neither.
this trade. It didn't make any sense to me. And even when I woke up this morning, I checked my phone. I was like, I was expecting oh, that was fake, it wasn't real, and it was still real, So
The boy said, "Wake
this
me
is
up."
like kind of gonna be one of those moments in history where it's like, where were you when this happened? Because and what were you doing? Because this was, like you said, this is the trade of the century, maybe the entire world. I've never, in all sports, never seen anything like this. Um, that being said, I do think the Mavs win the trade. Um, I mean, they still got a first out of it. The team is technically now complete. AD can go back to playing the position that he's used to playing or whatever it is, right? Um, Uh, with Luka going to LA, I'm not sure about LeBron and Luka, and we don't know if this is for now or this is for the future. But Caleb brings up a good point. You don't even know if he's going to sign because now he's not eligible for the supermax that he was going to get, and you're losing $113 million. I'm not taking no pay cut to be on this poverty franchise that's been poverty since, whatever. So
Since
I'm definitely
2010.
not doing that.
Well,
And on
but that's
top,
not the Lakers' fault though. Like that's like
no,
it'll
what
be
you
that
mean?
regardless. I'm saying that, like he not eligible that because of how the Mavs moved him.
But no, but
yeah, but
what I'm
that
saying is
also
I'm not
brings up
staying there because
a
I know
yeah
that as long as Jeannie Buss is in charge and
Oh, you're saying okay? I got you. I
that
got
Rob
you. Okay.
Pelinka's there, that you're not going to do anything that's going
You're gonna
to
stay
increase my chances of winning.
impoverished.
We already
yeah.
discussed.
Now that everywhere can pay him the same amount of money.
He got
Literally,
his pick of the litter.
Like
yeah,
you
he can
can
he
go
can pick and
anywhere,
pick. He
I
can
got you. I
handpick a
right?
got you.
team and say, "I want to win a championship before Dallas, and I'm going to go here."
Yeah.
And I don't think that I think Dallas' chances of going to the finals are good. I'm not saying that they are. Um, I
Are they
if I,
better post trade?
Dallas, yeah, in
Yes.
my opinion, yes.
I don't know.
Because for the sole reason of
I
Caleb
don't know.
brought up last year and how he brought him to the finals and this, that, and next and all that stuff like that. But you also don't bring up, like Kyle said, the lack of defense and also that for those finals games that he played well in every single game for 3 quarters. In the last quarter, you didn't do anything that contributed or whatever, right? Your health, you're
Yeah, but they
literally
wouldn't even have been there without him,
It's my
right?
I mean,
point.
that's
He
true,
That
but at the
that
dragged
that
same,
he
Minnesota, yeah,
dragged
that
them
that
there.
Minnesota series, they don't get
listen,
that win without Luca.
yeah, they brought up weight as another concern. You're 270,
At
AD
six
is
eight.
taller than you, and AD is like 265. What are we doing?
At
Okay,
6'8".
the only person that I would let get away with that is Jokic because Jokic still gonna cook. It don't even matter. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He
He
that's
gonna
his
do what
playing
Jokic
weight.
do.
Yeah.
Um,
Luka is a wing player. He
if
cannot be that heavy, bro.
No, he can't. Like you're supposed to be running it, right? So now we come to the Lakers' chances now, because once again, I don't know what the whole
There are
purpose
no
of this trade
chances.
is. That you signed LeBron to a 2-year extension last year, and you just shipped away somebody who was not detrimental, sorry, who was essential to you winning that bubble ring in the first place. Okay. Um, I don't think that this is going to work out well down the line for the Lakers. This is gonna be terrible. Okay, I think it all goes back to there's no guarantee that this man is staying with y'all, that
At
now
all.
that you given that he's not
Hmm.
eligible for the 350 anymore. So it's
Right.
kind of like wherever I want to go and wherever I see fit the best chance to win, that's where I'm going to go. I don't think, in my opinion, that Luca can lead a team and win an actual championship. He's going to need like a true star next to him or something like that in order to win. I don't think he
I
can.
I don't agree with that. I
I
don't
don't
agree
think
with that.
because and I this was support. Okay, last year, you like they got Kyrie, okay, you win for whatever it is, right? The year before that, they didn't make the playoffs. The year before that, they beat the Suns in the first round, and then
Lost
who
to
they
the
lose to in the second
Clippers.
round?
I'm pretty
Who?
sure. I'm pretty sure it was the Clippers. No, I'm
Oh,
thinking.
no, 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 you're
I
right, you're right,
I,
you're
I
right.
can't even remember. Yeah, I can't
So
remember.
it was one of those that they lost, right?
Hmm.
I don't think that, and I told people that experience matters. I was having this argument because they were like, oh well, um, if LeBron and them like right now, if they were to meet the Nuggets in the first round, I would think that Lakers fans will feel even worse this go around than they do with AD being on the team going against the Nuggets, even though the Nuggets have lost pieces literally every single year after they won the championship, right? And you would still pick him. Jackson Hayes is free lunch. Uh,
Bro,
Bro, that dude's not
What
playing,
Shannon
bro.
Sharp say? Ribs, hams, whatever, finger
pork
licking good. It
chops,
don't even matter. I don't
Ham
gravy,
even know
hocks.
who. I
ham
don't even know who
hocks.
their backup big is. Like that's where we're
We
at
don't
right
even
now.
know.
I don't
Big. Just call him the
who.
big black body.
Yeah, the big African dude. Who was that big African? That
Oh,
big black,
oh,
the big black
oh,
African dude.
oh.
Black
Okay.
smudge.
And now people are trying.
Hey,
People,
that you're gonna have to cut out.
no,
Well, what
and
Bro,
people are
what-
trying to say that they should bring
well,
back.
mother take second.
They're trying to say that they should bring
But
back
you
Dwight
can't walk
Howard.
around calling people a black smudge, big brother. What
and
happened to you, buddy?
you know what's
Well,
crazy?
mother take
It's
second.
Black
And they're
History Month
trying.
too.
They're
And you
talking.
talking about black
Yeah, that's right.
smudge.
Yeah. I take that back. I take that back. My bad. My bad.
Okay, and now they're talking about trying to
My
bring
fault. My
back
fault.
Dwight Howard.
Well, why y'all so
I,
fixated on
What
bringing back?
happened?
Oh,
What
you
happened to
no,
talking
Dwight
about
that
Howard?
No,
this is what the Lakers
Oh, you're saying
fans
that's what they're saying.
want. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that
Okay.
that's what they're
Oh,
going to do.
oh.
This is what Lakers fans want. Oh, and then the final thing I'll say is I don't think even after this trade, I don't even think that the Lakers you don't have any leverage anymore to
no
try to make
capital.
a big move that
A
will
decent
supposedly
move.
help Luka if he would
They don't
stay
have. They don't
down the
have.
line.
Yeah, they
You
don't have
have
no. They don't have. They don't have pieces to move.
that's what I'm
They don't
saying.
have.
Like you don't have value,
Unless you're
so it's
trading
not like
Austin
it's
Reeves,
no.
for a
But
bit.
even if you did, it's not like you can ship off Austin Reeves and you're expecting like
Yeah,
two
but that's
first
what I'm
round picks. You're
saying.
not getting that
Yeah,
with
Austin
AD.
Reeves. What are you gonna get?
You had capital. LeBron, we knew he was going out the door.
Go
With
get
AD,
you a
you had
decent
capital,
big.
and it's listen. Yeah, you can't trade who you want Rui Hachimura, you want
Listen.
Austin
As
Reeves.
I'm
Like
them, I'm
is
doing.
this
Listen,
is who you want?
I'm going to Charlotte. I'm saying, hey, I will tamper for Mark Williams. I'll go tamper for
Wow.
somebody. That's what they're gonna have to do to go get somebody.
They're
Okay,
not going to
they
give
need
up Mark
something.
Williams.
They need something. Or go to Detroit and go get Jalen Duren. Go get somebody. You need something down
Yeah,
there.
I'd go. I'd try to.
You need
But
something.
Detroit values Jalen Duren. They can't get him, bro. They're not getting him out.
What is that
There's
about?
not a
It
lot.
doesn't matter if you're at 500. You're Detroit. You will never be. Listen, you've been a
Hey,
poverty
but I'm saying,
You're
franchise
saying
since
that,
Ben
but
Yeah,
right
Wallace in
but
them.
now,
yeah, but they
if the
value
playoff
him
would have
so.
started
hey,
right now,
listen,
they would have
Detroit.
had a good
What? They're
chance.
not just
Hey,
gonna
bro.
give him away. Is what we're
Yeah,
I'm
saying.
not
right.
saying they're just gonna give him away, but at least give Cade something to work with. He ain't got nothing down there. He has
So I
nothing.
must give you my big that I have so that you can have a big and I don't have one.
Listen. You guys
That's
are
what I'm
acting
hearing.
like there haven't been stupid NBA franchises since the
Hey
beginning
man,
of
they
the
do got
league.
that goon. Hey, they do got that goon Isaiah Stewart over there.
Come
I
on,
think
bro.
Bro,
he.
No, I
listen,
knew he gonna get locked
listen.
up in about 2 weeks. Bro,
Yo,
I knew he
that
was gonna
I
stay there.
think that dude playing the wrong sport.
Listen.
That boy always trying to
Yeah,
fight somebody.
he on the spectrum. All right,
He does have a.
that
He
boy,
should have been
he.
on the
Hey,
somebody D
he might
line, but
have a little touch of retardation, but
Oh,
this is
see, he on that
He's
Scotty,
worse than
He on that
Draymond, man.
Scotty Barnes stuff, but with a little bit of aggression. That's his problem. That's a bad combination. Spad and aggression. It's crazy.
so he builds Legos. He doesn't fight people.
No, he bites Legos. He don't even build them. He bite on them.
whoa.
That's his problem. Okay, go ahead, Ethan. I'm sorry. You finished. I didn't want to cut you off. Sorry.
No, that was it. I think
I
that
had something else to say about Isaiah Stewart, but I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead.
I
Oh,
think
can we
this
add
works
something to
well.
the docket? Can we add something? Can we talk about the true untouchables in the league? Because now with this
Oh
trade,
yeah,
you don't
me
know
and Kyle
who's
talked about that.
untouchable.
Yeah.
You know
I
Well,
think
who's
that
untouchable.
we think that there's only three untouchable people in the
we can
league.
hit that
Bro,
last.
Bronny is
we get that
untouchable.
last.
That's it.
Hey, bro.
Listen, I just told
All
you.
right.
I literally just told Ethan this. If Braun gets traded tomorrow, Bronny will be out the league in 2.5 seconds. I guarantee you. They will cut him on the spot.
Nah,
LeBron
I
I'm
don't
not.
think
that
so.
shit,
I'm
bro.
not.
He
I
going
don't
to the
think
South
so.
Bay Lakers though for the rest
That's
of the
why.
season.
But that's exactly why Braun made sure he got an actual contract. He's not on a
Well,
two-way
listen,
deal.
given that
So
listen. No,
they
no,
not
Jeannie
he
they
Buss
can't
is
can.
just
still there.
they can't just cut him.
You
But
can't
it
Given
keep
can,
that,
him.
but they
I'd rather.
just
I'd
You
rather.
cut him,
I'd rather.
it's gonna count
I'd
against your
rather.
salary cap. Why
I'd
would you
rather
do that?
spend that $9 million than play him and give him any more burn. That's me
Caleb.
personally.
Okay,
If
Oh
I'm a
boy.
Caleb.
GM,
Caleb.
okay, all
All right,
right.
Caleb.
given
All right,
that
Caleb.
Genie Bus is there, that's just not happening. So
All right. So here
I
Ethan
don't.
goes going
He
after
loves
executives.
the James family. Like
Let me get
I
this off
don't.
my chest, and
Hey,
then we
we seen
can.
him on International Women's Day. All right, now
Mm.
I
So
know
let me
y'all
let me go
remember
ahead
that
and let me go
scandal.
ahead and get my okay. Let me go ahead and get this off my chest, and then we can begin to respectfully disagree about everything that we've all said. We touched on a lot of the same topics. Obviously, you kind of gave our recap of what was happening. Like literally, if you go through our thread, it's probably like 10 articles of me just sending you stuff back to back to back. Like literally just sending stuff. Because it didn't feel real. Like again, it felt like we were like in like some dystopian reality where like oh, Luka for the Lakers. Okay. And then we just go about our business. Bro, this dude really plays for the Lakers now, bro. Like, I seen them post him, like, welcome Luka Doncic on their Twitter account today. I'm looking at it like, bro, this don't even look right, bro. It
I
don't
still
look
don't believe
real.
it.
Like,
I
it don't
still
look
don't believe
real.
it.
So,
Luca in the
um,
purple and gold.
that's crazy.
I won't see
So
him.
again,
I won't believe it till he's in a jersey. Me personally, I have to
huh.
physically see it.
Well, let me go ahead and start with that then. That's why I'm gonna try not to, because no, anyway, that's why he in LA right now. Okay, because allegedly he was supposed to be like contact ramping up. Right now, he not there yet because of this calf issue. Why I'm looking like that? Why
Said
you?
contact ramping up. I don't.
Yeah,
That sound.
contact drills, ramp up. You ramp up when
Oh,
you come back from injury.
that
All
sounds
right,
crazy to
see,
me.
I'll go on a different time. Anyway, now it's supposed to be the All Star break, which probably means after the All Star break, right? And again, lower extremity injuries, tissue injuries with these guys that we have that overweight label, aka Zion Williamson, big. Anyway, um, that's
And
why
I
he's
don't
in
even know
LA.
why these guys are overweight, bro. In the daytime, they got Ozempic, bro. Take the shot, like Chuck. Take the shot. Just do the drugs, and then in 2 weeks, all the
No,
That's
weight is gone.
crazy.
no,
Say Chuck is
Yo,
on that
supposedly,
one.
do
Chuck
the
is on
do
that
the
Monjaro.
do the Embiid. You know what I'm saying? You come back flabby. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You just
you
crazy.
drop the
gotta
weight in 2 weeks.
you gotta do
But
that for the rest of your life, though.
so, but yeah, but let's talk about this. So
They
again,
got plenty of money.
that's true.
Nah, but it's like, well, actually, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, here you go.
We'll talk
But
about that later.
so one common thing that you guys have heard me say for weeks and months and years at this time, I kind of keep it like, I guess like old school as they say, but like the love of the game. Like there's not a love for the game no more, and like I feel with these young guys, it's almost become like okay. And Ethan, I told you, prime example for me, and I can't stand it, is LaMelo Ball, bro. This dude is a volume player who will go put up 30 shots. They wonder why he'll make the All Star team. Your team has 10 wins on the season. Okay, but he averages 27. Oh,
I
the
don't agree with that. I don't
sham
That
agree with
nigga's a
that.
god,
baller. That
sham
nigga's a
god.
I don't
superstar.
agree with that.
That
I don't
nigga's
agree
a
with that.
See,
superstar.
I
okay,
mean,
You're
it's
not
all
gonna
sham.
these
track.
Hold
Listen,
on,
stats.
hey,
hey,
no
let me finish.
Lamelo
I ain't
Ball
interrupt nobody.
slander will
I
be
ain't interrupt
tolerated on
nobody.
this
I
Okay, I
might
podcast.
ain't
Okay,
score
interrupt
through
nobody.
that corner.
okay.
Whoa.
I ain't interrupt nobody. See, and that's
But
your problem.
listen,
See,
hey,
that's your
listen. What the
problem.
hell?
See,
Hey, when you walk out with a bunch of scrubs, what the hell are you supposed to do? Hey, people trying to. You be standing right under the rim. I'm open. I know you open, nigga. You're sorry. I'm taking the shot. You're
listen,
supposed to shoot 30 shots
bro,
when you're on a team with full of trash surrounding you. Come on, man. What are you supposed to do?
bruh,
Listen.
bruh.
I
First of
guarantee
all,
you. I'm gonna say this, because you use him as an example. If him and Halliburton swap places, you wouldn't be talking like that. I
no,
guarantee you.
he was next on my list. Tyrese had the great second
Tyrese a
half of the
fraud too.
season last year. They give him that
But I'm
crazy
saying, if you
contract,
if
and he
you
goes
give him
back to
that
playing
team,
mid.
if you give him that team, are
But
He's
you
K,
talking
that's
about,
talking?
yeah,
but
he's
but
talking about, he's
but
talking
K,
about the
I know you're
team.
trying to say I'm just picking on Lamelo. Tyrese on that same list. He's on the same list with Lamelo, bro. So I feel what you're saying, but Tyrese obviously got a better team than he do. So like I feel you, but at the same time, availability. Lamelo, this is the first season where he actually played the majority of the games through the All Star break. The dude
That's
been
Where
hurt
true.
he just hurt
Yeah,
the
himself.
dude
that's
Yeah.
been hurt
true. That's true.
all the time, every season, ankle injuries every season. So um my thing is that for Luca, right, and I get right the talent, like you guys say. I just feel like we focus so heavily on one side of the ball, where like it's like defense just as a whole, it's a disregarded aspect of the game. Where I feel like again, the guys in Boston, Tatum and JB, we can call these guys two-way guys because they gonna play defense, and yeah, they might not be elite defenders. Obviously, I think JB better defender than Tatum, but they will play defense, get down in the stance to play against you. Again, Jokic, we say Jokic
But
don't. Go ahead.
but Kyle, I just want to, not cutting you off, but I want to say it's not
It's
the
not their
players.
fault.
It's not the players' fault. I think it's the NBA fault and the coaches' fault. If you
Preach, brother.
if you get away from defense and
Nah.
say, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hide you in the corner and then just
Yeah.
switch everything. That doesn't force you to play defense.
But-
Back
I
in the
don't
day,
think it's that.
back in the
Well,
day,
hold on.
hold on. Back in the day, if this was your man, you check, you guard up. That's it. Now today, what do? Oh, just go to screen and roll because we know they're gonna switch everything. And we're gonna pick on whoever the sorry defender is. So the NBA and the coaches hasn't like preached defense. So why would you want a guy to really try on defense when it's not really preached? We're gonna switch everything anyway.
Nah, I
Wait,
can't.
hold on,
I
hold on,
can't.
hold
No,
on. Let
hey,
me
guys,
say something.
I ain't interrupt none of y'all, so I want to get my point out, because I can't let y'all.
Go
Because
ahead.
again, like
Okay,
I
go
feel,
ahead,
I feel
go
what
ahead.
you're saying, but at the same time, I don't. Because again, in a league where we say the players run the league, there's no coach telling a player who don't want to play defense or who wants to play defense. Hey, bro, we go.
No, that's
our
not what
main
I'm
focus
saying.
on
That's not what I'm saying.
right?
But if
Hold
you
on,
implement,
let him go. Let him go.
but
Let him
hold
go,
on, just really quick. If I tell you that we're gonna play, we're just gonna switch everything because I know as a coach that you don't play defense, then that's not. You know what I'm saying?
But again, for me, right, I get what the coach says, but as a player, like, if I'm not good at defense, like when they exposed him last year in the playoffs, like, come here every play. As a player, if I want to be better, I'm going to improve that, regardless of if the coach continues to send me away from the action to get me out of the play. I'm going to improve that, right? As a player, that, like, no coach can coach that out of me or like stop me from gaining that, because that's a skill I don't have. Like his defense is zero. Like, it's zero. There's nothing he does good on defense. Nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Getting
like, to
paid
completely
millions of dollars to do
disregard one
cardio.
half, like, I think that's just something like we just kind of in society just like
And,
just
and
go with
I
it because
listen.
he's so great
I
offensively.
agree with you what you're saying, but at the same time, the whole league is like that also. So it's you can't.
Well, when you
I
say the whole
But
agree.
league,
you
like,
hold
I
Luka to
agree
a
with you.
different
But
standard
his
than the rest.
standard, and my thing is
That's what
his
I'm
standard.
saying.
I'm
You
saying
hold
I'm
Luka
not,
to a
his
different
standard isn't
standard.
the whole league. He's supermax guys. We're talking about
Exactly.
supermax guys.
Okay.
That's the group of people I'm comparing him to. Again, two guys out of Boston, right? Obviously, LeBron's in his old age. I'm trying to think like other like supermax players. I guess
AD.
I don't. AD, there you go.
Well,
AD, the guy he was traded for, right?
Jokic's a big.
Jokic don't play
He's
defense.
not a great defender.
No,
He
no,
don't.
No.
absolutely not. But I feel like and I don't know how he do it, and I don't understand. I guess I don't know what it is, because me personally, I feel like I would again get him in a pick and roll action, but teams don't do that for whatever reason that might be. They
Because
don't do
he's
that.
quicker. He slides his feet though.
Like,
You
it-
can't
Yeah,
just
who in the
Yeah,
pick and roll action?
It's weird
Jokic.
because
Jokic.
he's
It's so
more
crazy. I
mobile
don't
than he
understand that. But
looks.
but that's what I was gonna say. Like, even Jokic is technically like, not that I'm picking either
No,
one.
I'm saying
But
he's
right
a
now,
better defender than
yeah,
Jokic, but
right.
he don't. I mean,
That's
that
just
Luka,
basketball
but he don't.
mind that makes him a good defender. That's
There
it.
you go, right?
That's,
And so
that's
for me,
literally
I
it.
feel like, again, going back to Nico and what he said, like, people are like, that's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my life, bro. If that's what you believe as a GM, like, you have a philosophy, you come in there, yo, we gonna win playing defense. 80's an all-around player, right? All NBA player, right?
If he
31.
plays.
Ethan, what's the stat that we saw about? Okay, this one about to say that. Ethan, what's the stat we saw about AD the last 2 years? He played what
Oh,
percent of his
AD
games?
has played in 92% of his games the last two
Right.
years,
So
and
so
everybody
listen,
was saying,
I
"Oh, you're
get that.
trading for someone who's injury prone." Like
And
he's been there for
I get the
as of
slander,
recent.
and bro, but I was saying that year, the end of the 22-23 season, right, when the streak closed Davis and da da da. Since then, like, what was it, January of
Since
23, right?
20
So
or
2 years,
23, 23,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, January of 23. He's played in 92% of his games that have been able to play, right? I feel like after 2 years, I mean, we can start to get off that label now and stop throwing these innuendos and generalities, right? And
Yeah.
like, look at the stats. Okay, it's a fact. It's a fact. He played in
I
92%
mean, that's a
of the
fact,
games
but you
last 2
can't say
years.
the
And
same
what do you want
for
him
injury
like
history does not lie. Since he got drafted in 2012,
Hey,
2013, whatever it
Caleb,
was,
Caleb,
he's been
what have you
injury
done for
prone.
me lately? This is why
He's
Luka's
been
traded
injury
now. What have
prone.
you been doing for me lately?
But that's what I'm
right?
saying, Kyle.
Luka
You put
hasn't
it
played.
you putting it in a vacuum, and I don't
Okay.
disagree with you.
Okay.
But you can't look at a 10-year career and then put it down in a vacuum and say, but look what he did in these 2 years. Like over the course of his entire career, he's only played like 60% of his games.
But I'm
So
saying so. But I
I mean, that's
understand that. But
above
it's like
half. That's
we
above
can see.
half.
Can we
But
see? Can
y'all
we
motto has
see
always been, "What have you
Woj
done for me lately?" Like,
like
regardless of whatever sport it is, that's
like
always been y'all motto.
if he had that
When it
track
comes to
record that he had when
success,
he first
but
got to the
the
Lakers
health is different.
and not even like really after the championship and then maybe like that 2 year span
That
like
window, that
2 year
2 year
span where
window,
he was missing every other game, he tweaking his leg by all means, right? But as of 2, and I don't feel like 2 years is
2 years
a
later.
small sample size with 2 playoff runs. I don't think it's a small sample size. That's what he's done, right? And so for me, I'm not, obviously AD has a injury history for sure. I'm not denying that at all. But I'm saying, I guess I'm not as like, oh, it's 80. He just
concerned.
paper.
No, I
You know what I
wouldn't be
mean?
But
concerned.
Right,
No,
right. As a lot of people are for this
Luca,
trade,
I
right?
would be
he's
concerned.
only
Now
getting
on the
older, though. Is my
K,
point.
I
So
understand what
that
you're
the
saying.
injury, but the injury rate or the injury risk goes up because he's getting
But y'all are
older.
talking like you
But
would
K,
think
let's
that
wait,
you would
Ethan,
think
hold on,
that
Ethan,
AD
Ethan,
about to
hold
turn
on,
38 years old. How
hold
y'all
on. But
talking
I'm
about
just
this
saying
man?
again, we got the because again, I'm trying to
That's
calculate
why you
everything
go
into it.
back to the injury history, Ethan.
Listen, listen. If he's playing his natural position, right, he's not gonna be down there doing. He's not gonna be on the block. Derek Lively gonna be on the block now. Gaffer gonna
Gafford.
be on the block now. Those opportunities where he been twisting up himself under the basket. I'm just Caleb. Just that's a mere fact. I'm just saying different
But
things
that's
that can
crazy that
accumulate.
a 7 foot guy you're saying his natural position is not in the paint. That's
No,
insane.
but he's gonna be on the block
He's
like on
obviously
the
going to be playing
on
the
like
four
he
though.
gonna
He's
be
gonna be on the block. He
stretching
just
the
don't
floor
want to
when
guard
those
a five.
guys.
He just don't want to
Right,
guard
Yeah,
a
he
five.
doesn't
That's
want to
what it
guard.
really is.
He
He
don't
doesn't
want to.
want to
He don't
guard
want
a
to
five.
bang. Yeah, he don't want to bang
that's
inside
my
with
thing.
other.
That's my thing.
But
Those
my thing is
opportunities are gonna be lower.
okay. But here's my thing that I have a hard time with is he always complaining about that. Where's the bigs that he's playing against that's getting banged in the
That's
paint?
another thing.
You got
Ain't no
Jokic
bigs
who
like that.
he's in the paint, but he's not banging. He got the little baby hook and all that. And then you have Joel Embiid. If you're not playing those two dudes, where's the rest of the centers that are just banging in the paint?
Who?
Well,
DeAndre
let's just
Ayton?
say
You
he
need
must
you're
not
gonna
want to. He must
DeAndre
not want
Ayton?
the contact. But
I would say one. You probably not going to say banging down there, but I think he would go down there.
pause.
Sabonis. Who?
Yeah,
No, go ahead.
But
Sabonis, but
okay.
Sabonis is not a physical player. Like he's not one of
He's
those
not a what?
Shaqs like Dwight Howard.
He's
Like
talking about
he's not
physically
turning
Well,
to
dominant.
well,
He's talking about like
putting his
physically
bow in
dominant.
you and trying to dunk on you. Like he's not that type of player,
Are we
man.
not
physically he's
watching it?
not, but he's a physical player. But
He's a
like
very
you say,
physical player. Are
stature
we
wise,
not
he's
watching the
not.
same
But
Sabonis? He
Sabonis
might not be
is a physical
big, but he is
player.
a
So
very physical player.
yeah.
Are we not watching
I
the same Sabonis?
I
I
would
watch
I
this
would
man on
say
like a
he's
nightly
more.
basis.
I
Listen,
would
I'm
say
from the
he's more
era. I'm
patient.
from the era. I'm
No,
from the
I know what you,
era.
I know
Like,
what you're
come on,
saying,
man.
bro.
Like,
You
come on,
talking about
man.
the
But
era of people who
Don't tell
get
me
punched
not no
out. That's
Sabonis
fine.
is no physical player. Stop.
But come on,
You're
So
talking
then,
about
you
if you're
you're
if you
talking
talking
about
compare
your
him to
era, then
Shaq,
nobody's physical.
of
If
course,
you're
you're
but
talking
you
about
talking
your
compare
era,
about
then
you're
there's
talking
no
about
physical
physical
bigs right now.
dominance. That's something
Yes,
different.
I'm
like
talking about
Sabonis is a
getting the ball.
drop step, like
I'm
drop
talking
Sabonis
about.
will drop step you and hook like that's how
He
Sabonis
could,
plays.
yes, he is gonna drop
He's
step
a
you and hook,
European,
but
okay? He's a
he's not
European
seeking
big.
contact. I'm from the era where I'm gonna get this.
Okay,
I'm gonna put this bow in
of
your
course.
chest. I might hit you in the nose. I might hit you in your face. I
Well, we
don't
can't
care.
do that. We know we can't do
You know what
that.
I'm saying?
We
Like
can't do that.
he not that dude.
But hey, let
Well,
me
then
get this off real
that's what
quick.
I'm
Let
getting
me
at.
get this
There's
off.
no big like
So
that then.
I'm focusing a lot on Luka, obviously, because again, so this back to my point, like, and back to my mentality of like how I feel about these young guys and being entitled to, oh, okay, I put up 20 points and I've done all this stuff regular season. I do this. Okay, where my extension at 300 million. Okay, right? A lot of these guys, like I said this the other day, I do my job better than half these guys out here. Not saying this for Luka, I'm just saying the Tyrese Halliburton, Snow Bunnies of the world, those guys, right? And so,
The winter
Did you have to
I
bring
Olympics
that
just,
up?
itself.
bro, he took that picture. I can't get like he took that picture and you just trash,
He
bro.
always
Like,
he always got the
bro,
same three with him. It's
that
always
pissed
the
me off,
same
bro.
three or a
He always
four.
got the what?
The same three with him. It's always them same
I
three
Snow
thought you
players
bunnies.
said
We
with
call
him.
Sam
Dr.
something.
Umar, bro. But in the short term, I think obviously the
He
Mavs
might
are
be living
built
a different
for.
type of lifestyle. You understand what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
clearly he need to get off them because he trash. In the short term, the Mavs are definitely built to win right now, and I think for the next 2 or 3 years, that window is there. The role guys are there. They can switch everything. A good defensive team. Obviously, they're going to be. I feel like a great offensive team. That trade it fits right. The pieces go like this. Kyrie 1-4 pick and roll. They should be feasting truly. Now on the
They
flip
should.
side,
How old
obviously
is Kyrie?
for 32.
30.
32,
Yeah.
I think. I think he's 32.
But on
But
the
like I
flip side,
said, once again, how people are talking about these people ages, you would think that these people near 40 with LeBron.
Bro,
well,
people
yeah,
forget.
again, we can
Hold
talk now.
on,
We can talk now.
stop.
Hold on.
People,
Okay, I'm not gonna let you answer that. On the flip side, LeBron, obviously LeBron and Luka's play style. Okay, you brought up a good point. Is he gonna resign? That like if he don't resign, that would just be the cherry on top. Like obviously, this is a riskier. It's risk on both sides because 80's health. Are they gonna click? Whoop de whoop. But on the flip side, bruh, just real life might not come back after the season after next. And then what'd you do that for? Because then you have no picks. You have nothing. You have
all you
you
got
have
is
nothing.
If
Bronny.
I
You
listen,
got
listen,
You
Bronny.
have
listen, I'll be honest
nothing.
with you. If I'm
He's your
the
Okay.
Nuggets,
savior.
I ship off Jamal Murray and I bring that boy in. Come on, let's go. Come in, come in.
I'm
Oh,
telling you.
okay, yeah.
Because you get rid of Jamal Murray, that's literally Lucas Max money right there.
And
If you get rid of Jamal Murray,
all I'm gonna say before I open up the floor to
Hey,
rebuttals and whatnot.
Jokic. I don't think Jokic having that now. Come on.
What?
Him and Luka are like this. I'm telling you,
And
they
him
could
and
do it.
Jamal Murray also like this, and
Listen,
they've been
nobody.
together. They've been together for 8 years.
But who
Like
would you?
you're not just going.
okay.
You're not just going. You just.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
y'all don't understand how this thing
listen.
go. Like this, my man. I've been with him. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? This my man,
okay.
100
I want to
grand. I've
win.
been with him
I
eight
want to
years.
win.
Okay,
I
Like
want to win.
okay.
it's not like
So
it's
you,
not a situation where this guy is in such decline. Like he's 40 years old and I got to get rid of him. No, that's my man. I'm not getting rid of him to go bring no Luka.
28,
And then
88.
okay, yeah, and then Luka gonna bring his
Okay.
and then Luka gonna bring his fat ass in here and then flop around and don't do nothing no defense. You gonna have so you think that Denver team is better with two guys who are not great defenders.
So
Jokic is a little bit better than Luka
Jamal
defensively,
You
Murray's a
but
acting
great
like Jamal
defender.
is just
Jamal,
demigod
Jamal's
he's
defensive.
not
just
a great defender, but he will
Jamal's
move
just
his
a
feet.
stalwart
Hey
on
guys,
defense.
hey
He's
guys,
this
y'all keep
ball
y'all. Hey, I'm
stopper.
just trying to sum up my
Okay,
take real
but
quick.
but
Can I
but who
sum up
would you
my take
take
real quick?
defensively? If you're talking about strictly defensively, would you take Jamal Murray or Luka? Like, what are we talking about? Stop.
It doesn't
It's
matter
not like
because of
I'm
the
proud.
scheme
It's not
that he
like
runs.
It's
It
not like
doesn't
I'm
Hey, real
proud
matter.
to
quick.
pick
Hey, real
Jamal
quick. So
Murray.
we're not
I'm
we're
not
not
proud
talking
to do
about the
it.
Nuggets. I don't know how we're talking about them. We're not talking about Nuggets. Last thing I want to say as I summarize, bruh, because y'all, I don't know how you be getting sidetracked so easily, bruh. Goodness gracious. All right. All I'm gonna say
Because he's talking this
is,
foolishness about get rid of Jamal Murray and get
I
Luka.
didn't say
goodbye.
I
What?
didn't say get rid of him, but I think
No,
he's
no,
going
no, no. I'm
there.
talking
I
about
think he's
Ethan.
gonna go there. I don't know what they do with
Listen,
Jamal
listen.
Murray in the
If I get
future,
rid of
but
you,
I
that's
think he's
Lucas
gonna go
Max
there.
money right there.
Yo,
I'm
listen, this is
sorry.
gonna be the same situation like Bron and Chris Paul for years and years. They play, Chris Paul and Bron want to play together. Yeah, and it never happened. Right? That's exactly what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Jokic,
Listen, listen. If
Luka
it
should go there. That ain't
if
shit
it
never gonna happen.
happens, listen,
So, hey, last thing I was
that'd
gonna
be
say, right?
crazy.
Last thing I was gonna say, Caleb, to the point where you said like Luca dragged them, or you didn't say drag, but took them to the finals and stuff last year. All I'm gonna say,
He
right,
did
is
drag
again.
No,
him.
he said drag. He said
I
drag.
said
He
drag.
did. Okay, so
I
hey,
did.
they like I said, the year before they didn't make the playoffs. They get Kyrie. I don't like. I don't want to say that you're undermining what Kyrie did for that team. I'm not gonna say you were doing that, right? But I just
Oh,
feel like this trade,
come
like
In
on.
the
what we get.
regular season,
No,
you're right.
no,
Come
listen.
In
But
the
I'm
on.
saying
regular
even
season,
because even AD again on the Twitter sphere, oh, we're trading for
Oh, come
AD.
on, man.
Come on, listen.
Hold
We
on.
gonna
Let me.
find
What are
out.
you saying?
We
What are
gonna
you
find
let
saying?
out.
him.
And
We
Hold
gonna
on,
I
find out.
listen,
let him
I
talk.
love
Hold on.
Kyrie, but
And
come
listen,
on, like
listen.
we're
I'm
talking
not saying
about
that
the
dude should have won
playoff. If you're
Finals
talking about
MVP. Hey, hold on. Let me make my point. I'm not saying dude
No,
should have
let
won
him go.
Finals
Let him go.
MVP, right? But I'm saying we saw a guy. I don't know, almost 10 years at this point, who was we would say the best offensive player since sliced bread, right? Go to Western Conference Finals, didn't make a finals appearance, but went to Western Conference Finals after Western Conference Finals until Houston's like, yo, we're not winning championship with this guy. Now, granted, they did this, I would say about 4 years too
3 years
soon,
too.
right? Right?
Yeah. It was.
In
It was. He
Houston,
was.
But we've seen this before. And like, mind you, there are guys in
I
the
don't
league who,
know.
despite all the talent in the world, regular season and stuff, James, like, and we know we're talking about James Harden's guy. I knew James Harden was not a guy to win a championship as a number one player. I knew that from like just his style of play. He's not the guy. I've been knew that. I knew he was never going to win a championship. There was one of the kind of things I harped on. And I remember he was in college. He used to argue with one of my friends all the time because he's the biggest James Harden. He gonna get there, but no, he not, bro. He just not him. Not saying Luka's not that, but they don't believe he's that. That's why they made this move. And it's like, well,
Golden
I'm not going to
State.
pay
That's all
you
I have to
$80
say
million
about
a
that.
year if I don't believe you're the guy who can get us over the hump, right?
But
And then
Caleb, you're
I,
only
I
proving
can't
his
be
point by
mad,
saying that.
and I can't be mad in that ideology, right? So that's my point there. Like we've seen something similar to this before, right? So I feel like we kind of acting like, well, not obviously better than James Harden was, like right, like top five. And I can't even say because James Harden was top five player in the league, like
At
you know
one
what I'm saying. So
point,
I can't
at
even,
He
you know
point,
what
was.
I'm saying. So
at
I
one
can't even
point,
say
yeah,
like
the
I can't even
insane.
say
That's
like
the
we, you know what I'm
insane
saying.
part of it. That's the insane part of it. But
yeah.
the problem is,
So yeah,
see, the thing that's lost in all of this, and you talk about James Harden, the thing that's lost in all of this is like, and this is this goes back to the general manager for the Chicago Bulls back in the day when Michael Jordan and them, and he said, and it's true, players do not win championships, organizations win championships. So you can talk about James Harden all you want, but that goddamn Daryl Morey, you told me he know how to build a team? Or he just like he playing 2K. Hey, let me get this guy over here. Let me get the guy who's failing over here. He's looking for super. He's just looking at superstars. Okay, he's not building no team.
No,
right?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I can't say that.
He had James Harden, good role players, 3 guys.
He was looking
strictly at. What are we talking about?
He was looking strictly at advanced analytics. That's what he was looking at. That's really what. But that doesn't win.
That is exactly my point.
That does not.
That's exactly my point.
That's the whole reason why he brought in Chris Paul.
You're making my point. The organization isn't putting a team out there that can win. You're looking at advanced analytics instead of building an actual team. Okay,
so the same analytics that got the Warriors a championship is the same book, but he went by.
But it's the personnel. But it's the personnel the personnel matters.
So a prime Trevor Ariza, a prime Corey Brewer, these 3 guys, right?
Bro,
Trevor Ariza was vital to those playoff runs. What are you talking about?
Wait. But
so
there's a difference. But there's a difference
to those playoff runs.
I would agree if you said I would agree with you. You said Clint Capella. That man was a double machine, right?
But I'm saying he doesn't know how to build a team. I'm saying like it wasn't like he was going out like do what the Lakers doing. Like, bro, what's the big thing? We're getting Westbrook. We're gonna get.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you on that. I would agree because they wouldn't have made it how far they made it all those times if he didn't get whatever it was. And granted, I'm not saying that Chris Paul would have got him over the hump, but those 2 years that they did go back to back and with them, he literally got hurt, and that was detrimental to them trying to get to the thing. So
So to the point where you're saying
that's just a what if situation,
right? Like I understand that, like in the sense of like there are organizations who like they will have great talents, and like, granted, I'm seeing it right now in my city. We are wasting a talent just in purgatory, just not doing nothing
from the field.
So, okay, you're gonna keep bringing up the numbers, but again, we are.
But you back LaMelo Ball.
That's and the turnover rate is down this year, but it's been astronomical since he's been in the league. But we're not
down this year.
This year. But we're not gonna talk about that.
LaMelo
Ball's what's wrong with the league.
Leading the league in assists and again turnover rate down. I don't know how to.
Ice trade. That's
how
I feel.
I will say, kind of summarize everything. I feel like I kind of sit on Nico's side in the fact of, and this I feel about Luka, like he don't have I don't see him, like, I guess like that's what makes the difference between
like leader to win a championship. He's not the number one guy to do it.
Listen. I agree with everything.
Ethan, I agree with your in that group too. By the way, because
I agree with your I agree with your final statements, but I disagree. But I disagree with your entire argument that you just spent the 20 minutes soliloquy. I disagree with all of that. But I agree with your ending premise in the fact that I think that the Dallas Mavericks made out in this deal, and I think they made a better decision. Maybe not going forward like 10 years from now, but right now
within the next
the next 2 or 3 year window. I wouldn't go out 5 because then what? Because he would be like 36, 37.
2 to 4, yeah.
So I would say prime AD probably the next 2 to 3 years of prime. If you don't make something happen within that time, then obviously it reverts back to. And then on the Lakers side of it, like K brought up, who knows if he even re-signs there? So that's the dangerous part about making this deal. I guess you think like once we get him to LA, once we get him around Bron, but how you know Bron wanted Luka? Bron probably like, man, listen, this dude is ball dominant. So imagine how this is gonna work. Luka at the top, Bron in the corner, watching. Like that sounds crazy.
What I was trying to tell.
He's been saying he wants to play off the ball since he got to LA. He's been saying
he's gonna be all the way. He's gonna be all the way off the ball. He's gonna be in the corner off the ball.
Exactly, because there's no way this works. What's bad about this and for the Lakers?
He can run actions out the corner.
This wasn't like literally the report. If it's true, and we're gonna assume that it's true, that this stayed between Vince or whoever it is and this stayed between Vince and Rob. So nobody, like not a soul, nobody else knew, right? So it makes it even worse.
Well, that's not true because the Jazz had to know.
Well, no, what I mean by it is like
They might not
executive,
even
like
put in the
players,
deal until
coaches, and
later.
stuff like no,
Oh,
none of
okay.
them knew, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they also did say that they offered it to another team, and they have not revealed who that team is that declined. So I would very much like to know who that team is
Oh, they
that
offered
did.
Luka to
Yes,
another
to
team.
another team, but they're not disclosing who the team is. So I want to know who that
Listen, it's
is.
probably like OKC or like one of those up and coming like Memphis. Like them dudes is not getting off their guy.
Yeah.
So it makes it worse, because you trade, I guess, like I said, your franchise player without telling him, no notice, no nothing. You're gone, and you're going to wherever we send you. And
Now
it's like
that's
I don't want to
another
be here in
thing.
LA.
That was another tidbit when you guys were talking. I was throwing in little stuff, so that makes me feel like this. Like Unc said, I can't say what you said yesterday about what is going on, but
Hey,
it
we
makes
don't
you
know.
feel like
Hopefully, there's
there's
no stories that come out,
yeah
that have any type of
that
situation that we've
what
seen any Deshaun Watson type situation,
yeah
uh,
Justin Tucker, call
Justin
him by his
Tucker
name.
type
What
That
what
man
situation.
what
Justin Tucker
what did
is
Eric call him?
cooked.
What did Eric call him? You might have to blank this out. Justin, what did he call him? Hold on.
No, he said Justin. No, what did he say? Bustin Tucker or Bustin Justin
Bustin what?
something.
Bustin Tucker. What does it say?
Bro,
Yeah, that's
yo,
what he
so
said.
so like I
Hey,
said,
but what I
hopefully,
want, hey, bro, this is off top subject, and I know we always say that. But look, this is
No.
off
no,
subject, but listen,
Oh
listen,
Lord.
this Justin Bustin Tucker, whatever. Hey, I want that same type of energy that they gave Deshaun Watson, that serial
yep.
waitress over there. I want the
Yeah.
same energy because these
But
dudes, this dude's a white dude, and it's already quiet already. It came out, everybody was like,
and by
and
the
then
way,
it's already
the
quiet
story
already.
started at 6. It's at 10.
It's
Story
at
was at
10 now.
6.
Four
It's
more
at
people
10.
came up. Yeah.
So I
And what's
listen.
crazy
I
is
don't hear
there was
nothing.
an
I don't hear
article that
nothing.
was written or something like that 2 years ago talking about this
People be
and
like,
how it
"Oh,
could
it's a
potentially come
kicker.
out.
Oh, it's a kicker." Well,
So what?
arguably the greatest kicker of all time. So I want him in the headlines.
It's
But I
not
don't
even
care.
about
But
arguably the
yeah,
greatest
I don't
kicker.
even care
Like
that he was. I don't care if
you
he's
was
a
messing
scrub.
with people.
I'm talking
So
about a white guy, black guy. You had the energy up here for the black guy. I need the same energy. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
it. That's all I'm saying. But so yeah,
It
so
won't be,
uh
but
so
it won't.
hey, listen, a lot of good Luka talk. Obviously, there is February 6th, right? So we got 4 days until all the dominoes and all the dust has settled. Obviously LeBron, they say that will not waive his no trade, so he will not be traded. This go around. We will see.
That doesn't mean he
Obviously,
doesn't get traded. Just because
two.
you don't waive your
that
no
doesn't mean
trade. What
anything.
if what if he wants to trade somewhere?
Oh well,
Huh.
okay, well
That
yeah.
doesn't mean
Well,
he's not gonna get
they say
traded. What if he
well
say, you know what?
indication.
Since y'all stripping it down, I'm gonna do what
Yeah,
the hell I want to do. I'm gonna go play with
that's true.
Steph. The hell with
That's
all of
true.
this. Send me
I
over
wouldn't
there.
go there. I wouldn't go there. So, obviously, with all the trade discussion that we just talked about, we still have 4 days, y'all. 4 days until the trade deadline's over. Will LeBron actually waive his no trade clause? Will Luka, obviously, this is further down the road, will Luka resign? Because he can resign this offseason, as soon as it's offseason. Will Luka resign with the Lakers? And how do they end their season? Because they have 5
They're the
right
fifth
now.
seed right now, I
Five
think.
seed right now. They've actually won 8 of their last 10, which they are playing well right now. And then you kind of do this to the team, and so we will see where they end up. Obviously, the Mavs are in the play-in right now, the 9 seed. We'll see if they move their way on up out of that play-in. We'll see, but a lot to follow as we get closer to February 6th. Yeah, that
You
was
said that
crazy.
all
I don't know. I don't know
salaciously.
why my
Yeah,
voice
he
is
Bro,
said
running,
you
man.
he
like
That was
said it
this
all
man
crazy.
glitched for a
soft.
second. He didn't even know what to
All
say.
That was
soft
crazy.
and
So we might have another emergency episode. Y'all just stay tuned. But thank the Lord again that we are actually
I feel
talking
like someone's gonna
basketball,
break
and
tomorrow.
hopefully someone will actually get this out sooner rather than later
Calm
because we
down. This
got to
might
stay
even
on
be
top
out
of
in the
this.
morning. I might stay up doing this.
Okay, all right.
I'm about to get on
Peace,
2K if
everybody.
anyone want
We're
to
gonna
see
holler
it.
at y'all when we holler at y'all.
Peace. The pod, or we going something
No,
else?
No,
we're
we're
in the
still in the
pod.
This is a little
pod.
Yeah,
side
We're in
this
the
is you
pod.
conversation.
know
Just let it
this is a
flow.
high conversation. Let it go. Listen,
Just
when
let
he
it happen.
smashed his head on
Well, we
that
can talk
thunder
about
thing,
this.
I
Hey,
knew it
this
was
supposed
gonna
to be
happen.
a quick. Y'all said, "Oh, it's gonna be real quick."
Hey,
2
Well,
hours
no,
later.
hey, we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up. We'll chop this part
I've been
off
waiting to
as just
talk
like a
basketball all
separate
year.
sub
Let me have
episode.
this,
You know what I'm
please.
saying?
Hey,
See, yes,
Recapping the 2013 draft.
Caleb been active. He talking so
Listen,
much, he's sweating
listen,
over there. He like,
listen.
listen, hold on, let me get my point across. Hey, listen, hell no. Hey,
Listen.
listen, don't tell me what you're talking
Listen.
about. Hey, what the hell y'all talking about?
Listen. I've been quiet these past 17 weeks. Let me talk about something, please.
Hey, I
So
love
hey,
it.
no,
I
I'm
love it.
saying, hey,